The reform is about results. At the end of the day, it's not about documents, it's not about processes. It's about, do we, as a UN community, are we able to mobilize ourselves and others to be a catalyst for change in the lives of people in the Central African Republic?
It was really beautiful then that we look at, in one sense, peace and security, and the other component, development, humanitarian, peace building, and peace cohesion, or being cohesion, but also addressing one big part is human rights. So all this together was giving a possibility in this UN reform to address all these components together in a place when we really want more to aiming on stabilization.
One example I think has worked very well is with the political segment of the UN Secretariat. They have started to have a much more active dialogue with the resident coordinators now, and a number of interesting things are coming out of it. The new dimensions, opportunities to use development and humanitarian activities to further UN reform hand in hand with the political work that takes place from the Secretariat.
One of the things that that this better platform for coordination has enabled is a better way to approach the challenge of the nexus. In the case of Iraq, focused on durable solutions for the IDPs coming out of the fight against ISIL. It's something that is a mix of the purely humanitarian delivery of services like wash, like shelter and so on, with the more developmental, like a sustainable job and employment, the mediation, which straddles developmental and political. So it's really squarely in the nexus. And that is something that is really strongly demanded by the local authorities, and that we are now able to respond to a little bit better.
For the first time, when we met with ministers, when we met with parliamentary committees, we came all together. We presented ourselves as the UN, with all of the menu of the mandates, and it was highly appreciated by the government and by all of our partners.
What has changed is the whole UN approach to provide integrated solutions in a regional context. And the idea is to do a regional development program that will ensure that government service delivery is effective, and so serve as a bulwark against the jihadism which is on the other side of the border. And so this is an integrated, I would say, regional development initiative that is supported by all the UN agencies.
We've also been able, through the Office of the Resident Coordinator, to generate ideas for joint programs or joint frameworks of action to help the UN come together on issues such as participation of hard-to-reach youth in border areas, which got funding from the Peace Building Fund, or on issues like the prevention of violent extremism, where my office has generated a number of initiatives.
2020 has to be the year of results, right? We have been working very close in Ecuador with the UNCT and the government on some very key joint initiatives, joint programs, Peace Building Fund, design of cross-border issues with Colombia. We will concentrate on results in 2020.
We have been beneficiaries of the SDG Fund. We have money from the Peace Building Fund together, not just the money which they give us as Madagascar, but we have also been able to mobilize funds from other windows of the PBF, like the Youth and Gender, because we have submitted joint proposals. So in this coming year, 2020, 2021, I think that's when we are going to tell you about real results that have come because we are working together on these different initiatives, and I think it's going to be exciting.